Good evening to all of you, and thank you for joining us on 13 Plus. I'm Mary Coleman. True crime podcasts and shows have exploded in popularity in recent years, and some members of the public with a passion for helping have even helped solve some of these cases. In this week's 13 Crime Files, we tell you about one of those people who helped solve a case out of Pima County. We've all seen them or listened to them.
Burke went to federal prison for a bank robbery.
Stories about true crime in our communities. And in recent years, members of the public have become detectives themselves, some even solving cases that have stumped law enforcement. On June 19, 2010, a routine traffic stop in Eloy turned deadly after the driver of a vehicle tried running from law enforcement. After failing to stop, the van turned off the road and into a field. The vehicle and a male occupant were found later that day on a dirt road near where he said he and his female passenger had jumped into the canal. He claims to have never seen her resurface. The next morning, the body of the woman was found in the canal, and for years there was no clue on who she was. The only information officials had was the woman appeared to be Hispanic with brown eyes and black hair ranging between 17 and 25 years old. She was estimated to be 5'4", and she was wearing blue pants, a black shirt, green underpants, a black bra, and black shoes. She was also wearing a black beaded necklace. As years passed, the case went quiet until last month the DNA Doe Project announced a match for the identity after the Pima County Office of the Medical Examiner received a tip from a web sleuth who found a visual match. The FBI confirmed her identity as Lourdes Lucia Ivisupa Ortiz, a missing woman from Ecuador. Again, all thanks to a passionate internet community. We will have much more on this story coming up on 13 News Live at 10. But switching gears to our second story for this evening, a Tucson man says his wheelchair ramp was broken during an automatic car wash, but the business told him they were not responsible. 13 News reporter Rebecca Taylor looked into the situation and got the man the help he needed.
Agustin Villasenor says he's been a customer of the car wash for 10 years with no problems. Even after Octopus changed hands to Blue Whale Car Wash last year, he says the attendants at the Thornydale Road location took special care of his wheelchair ramp until one day in February, it was badly bent and no longer usable.
I never felt so hopeless and helpless.
Agustin Villasenor is a stroke survivor. He relies on a wheelchair to get around.
I'm pretty much disabled. I have a paralyzed left side.
And when did that happen?
And I had the stroke in 2020.
So when his wheelchair ramp attached to his vehicle was damaged during a routine car wash,
All bent to the side, this was going up and it was making a lot of noise.
he expected Blue Whale management to make it right. Instead,
He came out and he says, well, we're not liable for anything like that. He says there's a sign over there that says that.
Most car washes have an enter at your own risk sign posted to relieve them of liability. But attorneys we talk to say if the moving parts of the car wash are defective and cause the damage, then the car wash is likely responsible. So requesting video of the incident immediately is important.
He says, yeah, we'll look at the videos, we'll check everything out and see what happened. And they said, well, can't you do that right now? He said, no, I'll do it at the end of the day.
Villasenor, a former Tucson police officer and 35-year veteran of TPD, says he followed up with Blue Whale with no luck, and his insurance won't cover the full cost of the damage.
So I have a $3,900 loss. And so it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
So he turned to 13 News. We found 4 different phone numbers on Blue Whale's website are out of service.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
We got the number to a regional manager who said he wasn't aware of the incident but would look into it.
You want me to call you back? Okay.
Our follow-up call wasn't returned. A week later, we tracked down the owner of Blue Whale, Tim Sicolo.
Hi, Tim. My name is Rebecca Taylor with 13 News.
After reviewing the incident report, he told us the car wash equipment was working properly that day and maintains they're not liable for damage to non-factory parts like a wheelchair ramp. He says an employee verbally warned Villasenor of the risk. Sokolo also claims the employee pushed a retract button or brake on the moving parts to prevent damage to the back of the vehicle.
He may have said he did it, but he didn't.
As for the video that might show what happened, Sokolo told us it was overwritten. Even so, Sokolo recognizes Villasenor's service to the community over the years. He's written a check for $3,945 to pay the full cost for a replacement wheelchair ramp. And he's given Villasenor 1 year of free car washes by hand.
He never said he was sorry, never mentioned anything the way I was treated. But, oh well, at least I get the money back, but at the same time, it's not the way to treat handicapped people or anybody.
Until the new ramp arrives, his son found a used one online. Villasenor is satisfied Blue Whale's owner stepped up in the end.
At least this was resolved for me. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Oh, you're very welcome. We're glad that we could help you out.
You did, very much so.
Villasenor says he'll continue to be a customer of Blue Whale and see how it goes. For 13 Plus, I'm Rebecca Taylor.
Bottom line, do your homework before taking your vehicle to one of these automatic car washes. Even if you think the car wash has the ability to safely wash vehicles with mounts and lifts, pay attention to the signage there. Paying extra for a hand wash might be worth that peace of mind. We hope you're having a great evening, but before you go, we're going to leave you with a live look of Mount Bigelow, where things are looking just beautiful. We hope you'll join us for 13 News Live at 10 and have a great night.